Not Mitchell. Michelle Allah. You know what's crazy is I actually said mashallah, but it said Michelle Allah in the text. Anyway, another week of looking at charts because I'm not a millionaire yet. And yeah, basically gonna go through the charts because this is a new month that just started. I realize now, well, day two of this month, and my watch list is the same: gold, euro, oil, US 30. Actually, US 30 is my second favorite, to be honest. I mean, I'd rather trade oil than euro dollar, but yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah. So this is what I did last week. Essentially, on Monday, I tried to fucking catch a reversal because we gapped higher, and then we went all the way into PDRA, which was also just do this, the midpoint of, so there was buy side liquidity just above. So it's Monday I'm talking about. We ran through this level of buy side, and then there's another level of buy side just above. So I was like, all right, bet we're gonna go fucking trade into there and then reverse lower. Well, so what happened was we made this bullish run at the start of the day, and I was like, all right, bet reversal. We're gonna go into there and then crash lower for the rest of the week. If that's not what I said, then go look at my video from last week where I think I said something like that. But anyway, what happened was after seeing like this thing just pushing lower repeatedly, I was like, alright, fine, let me sell, and then it just stopped me out and I was done for the day. Tuesday came through and I was like, alright, let's get some buys. I got stopped out. I think I got stopped out again. And I was like, alright, fuck this thing. Wednesday, I was still bullish because again we came back to the mean. Like we just came just shy of this, so I was like, all right, bet gonna go sweep liquidity. Well, within sweep liquidity, so does that make this a higher low? So guess what we're doing? We're gonna go fucking higher at this breaker block, which isn't a breaker or mitigation block anyway, because my thinking was we disrespected this fair value, so we're gonna fucking push higher, and this fair value has no bearing on price going higher or lower, but turns out the daily opens somewhere there. So yeah, I got stopped out again, and then on Thursday I didn't trade. Friday I took a maintenance trade. Maintenance trade using this. This was the idea that I saw this, but I trailed my stop loss instead of just like putting my stop loss like here, because I was like, okay, I can see that we're gonna retrace into this 30-minute fair value gap, but what if we go lower than that? So that's why I put my stop loss around somewhere here. I got stopped out, and then price went to my through fucking take profit, and it annoyed me. But let's give you what you're here for. You're not here to hear me ramble about what I did last week, cause that doesn't really matter. What matters is next week, cause I'm still not a millionaire, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna try and do next. What I'm gonna do next week to become a millionaire, so I can stop doing this thing. Not stop as in stop, but like I'll probably take a break because at that point in time, like I just want to spend my money. I'm not even gonna think about giving back. Like I'll give back in terms of physically. Like when I go to a restaurant, that's me giving back. When I fucking rent a boat, buy a car, that's me giving back. I'm gonna pay taxes and all that shit. So yeah, I'm rambling a lot. What you're here for is to see that this is the February candle which failed to close above the mean threshold of this monthly fair value gap, and an imbalance just up there. Also, we closed above the previous month's open, so I'm expecting March to see some bullishness to here, if not here, before continuing lower. Or yeah, that's what I'm seeing so far, because this was rapid expansion. Now we have a range because we have a swing low, a candle, another candle. So we're waiting to see if this candle confirms and see us pull back before we continue lower, or we could have this candle just continue and if we're gonna look at the range from this way, see, this is the fucked up thing about trading is you could look at it, the market as a buyer, or you could look at it as a seller, and you'd still be right. Like depending on how long you hold the trade for, like you'd still be right. So yeah, let's look at that real quick. That's a tap into there. Could very well have a retracement here, come back into somewhere OTE here, which aligns perfectly with an order block. Yeah, aligns perfectly with an order block, so we could see price either continue lower to go higher or go higher to go lower. I don't fucking know what order it wants to go in. This thing does its own thing, which I can't really say for certain with 100% that it's gonna do this. Maybe on the lower time frames, but not on the higher time frames. Well, guess what? The equilibrium lies perfectly in line with the midpoint of this fair value gap. Oh, another alignment somewhere there. So areas, prices that I expect us to reach in 2025, 0.98 something something, like 0.99. Let's put it that way. 0.99. We could go as low as there, or could go as high as 1.09, 1.1, maybe 1.09, roughly somewhere there. But I'm expecting price to fucking mess around in this range. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this visible on current interval only, even though it's gonna confuse the fuck out of me. Let's just leave it there. Oh, by the way, this is euro dollar. I hope you saw that this is euro dollar. If not, then now you know it's euro dollar. So you see this MacGyver here, yeah? Just this order block is just holding price. Like, no sir, you cannot trade at a higher price than this. Like, this is the best price you'll get. Am I talking like Morty? I don't know. Brain's kind of fried. Well, I've been sleeping for like a long ass time. I slept at like 4 or 6 p.m. Woke up at 10, chilled until like 3 or 4 a.m. and then went to sleep again. Woke up at like 8, 9. And yeah. What else do we have? Can we use this candle as an order block? I guess we can. I wouldn't though. And rejection block here. And this is the only down candle before the up move. So logic, based on that logic, it should be a whatchamacallit, an order block. Logic dictates that it should be an order block, but maybe not. Maybe not. I don't fucking know. Um, I would enjoy having this here. So this is extending to April. Yes, this one is. Uh, give this a label also. Come, let's watch the rain as it's falling down. I'm not even listening to that song. I was listening to it earlier. But yeah. What do we have? We have buy side liquidity that was not traded into, and then this candle just engulfing this one bearishly, so expectation would be that next week may also see bearish prices. Ooh. Ooh. See how I arrived to that logic? That logic? Okay. I don't feel like it's the right candle to use as an order block because this candle started below its midpoint. Like, if it was to be an order block, the midpoint would be somewhere here. And this candle just, like, violated that. But anyway, let's see what that looks like on the lower time frames. Let me not judge this candle. Okay. My voice feels kind of scratchy right now. Come, let's watch the rain as it's falling down. Ding, 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 ding. You can tell I watch a lot of Family Guy. Well, there's been shorts of Family Guy on my YouTube, so yeah. Okay, so it's not the worst candle to use as an order block. Hey, what the fuck? 2, 3, 4, 5. This is probably one of event. I have to check the calendar. Let's actually check the calendar and see what could be happening this week. So NFP week means you should probably be done trading by Tuesday or wait until after NFP or trade NFP. I don't fucking know. You decide what you want to do. But high impact news on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So Tuesday should see consolidation of, which means that Monday is probably going to be a reversal or continuation day. I'm just anticipating. I'm not saying that's what the fucking market's going to do. I'm just anticipating. And also want to see what was going on here. So we had this. I don't know, man. Because that was start of the day. But anyway, let's rock with it for now. Okay, last. If the data ranges, that's what this thing is. 20, 40, 60 days. Apparently, in the last 60 days, this is the highest high. This is the lowest low. Projecting 20 days forward, we took out the high of the previous 20 days. So what's gonna happen here is, ooh, this is daily buy side liquidity swept. This is daily sell side liquidity swept. See, it did this thing again, just like on the fucking weekly chart in here, where it gaps lower and then just takes off to the upside. Alright, so we have one of my favorite patterns to trade. This high, which comes in at 52.78, was swept here by this high, which comes at 52.83. And then what happens? It forms a fair value gap and an order block in its wake, which means we can expect that price will retrace into the fair value gap and then push lower into what I am expecting into buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. Well, we have two liquidity pools here at NFP next week, so that could be plenty reason for price to wanna trade lower. Come, let's watch the rain as it's falling down. I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike for playing that song, so I'm not gonna play it, especially because this video is public. Shit, I forgot to set it as public. How do I change it? How do I fucking change it? Okay, let's go to YouTube Studio. Da, 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 na, 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 na. Okay, so I think that might have worked. Okay, so it says public now in the chat. Watch me who came up. Anyway, we'll see at the end of the stream. I've been to the street. Oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh. Is this thing telling me that I'm for the streets? Man, thought I was one of the good ones. Anyway, so this I'll just fucking extend to the end of March. Don't think that's gonna get hit. Don't think that's gonna get hit. We are just above midpoint of this MacGyver. There's barely anything for me to fucking key up, which is why I think we're gonna go lower and sweep this liquidity before going higher. But then we also have a lower low, and a higher low, so this makes it a well defended area. Expecting price to fucking run through to above here, but who the fuck knows? I don't remember seeing this. I want to see this again. It's not on the monthly. It's not on the weekly. Oh, it is on the weekly. Okay, let's look at the daily and then make this visible on the weekly. What happens if I do that? Yeah. Come, let's watch the rain. Okay, that song is really stuck in my head right now. So since we have this, what I'm expecting next week. This is what I'm expecting next week. If I see Monday, do something like that. All the way up into Tuesday. Gonna see Wednesday. Thursday, Friday. Let's say we end the week here. This is my prediction for the week ahead. Yes, I screenshots of this. Am I gonna tweet it out? No, but I'm gonna have it as proof in case it fucking works out. Yeah, I kind of axed the 4-hour chart, so let's go to the 30-minute thing. Squeeze! Okay, not that much. Oh. Go delete some old PD arrays. Do you have any residual PD arrays out here? I mean, this thing was traded through. So is this one. So is this. Yeah, you guys can see all the fucking trades I was taking over the last couple weeks, months, years. I should probably label these things as what they are. See this? Confusion. Activate that too. Clean up your charts, man. Just like you clean up your room or like whatever space, your body. Clean up your charts. This is a 4 hour. Don't use that anymore. That got traded through. Good. So that starts down here. I wonder what number. Let's try another 200. Said. Oh, still 708. Still 508. Past it, of course. But you can see here how it was traded into several times, but did not close below the mean threshold on this time frame. Oh. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I fucking talk like that sometimes. Like, that's my inquisitive voice. You should talk to yourself sometimes. You'd find out you have multiple personalities that help in different situations. So this is where I see us starting the week into. Okay, I am not too confident with this one anymore because we had a close above the midpoint here, and the very next candle traded through the low, I guess. So is there another PDRA that we have? No, we only have that one, and that's below. Okay. And what is this? This is a regular order block. Yeah, it's a regular order block. Order. Sound like I'm fucking. Oh man. But yeah, that's as much as I can mark up on this chart for. But I do see us going into here. This is Monday, 1800. Like, okay. Moving on to the next pair. Ah, this is my favorites. Saudi. XAU USD. That got traded through. This one held. See how we respected the mean threshold of consequent encroachment of this gap. That's not a break or structure gap, that's a regular gap. One-sided gap. So I can delete that too. Why am I starting on the 30-minute? Because we teleported here from the other chart, and also I'm doing a little bit of chart housekeeping. So it has nothing to do with determining where next week is going to go, by the way. This is just me getting my eyes used to looking at the charts. So yeah, now that I'm a little embarrassed about my previous trading. Let's go to the monthly chart. We made another all-time high off of my last week's all-time high, and yeah, this confirmed fair value gap on the monthly chart, which means we could have a retracement into here or here, which is that order block I marked out. You'll see it on the weekly chart. Just gonna adjust this a little bit. Okay, extend this out into like 2026. This is the fucking high best it's ever been. But look at how much we retraced, yeah? Like if we really were gonna push higher, like immediately in the next candle, I don't think we would have retraced as much. My bet is that next month we're gonna go into here, or even if we do go higher, like it's still gonna be within the range of this candle, and then we're gonna push lower and then go higher. Or we could here and then break and then go out. I don't know what's gonna happen in the world, man. Like I don't move these markets. So next thing, fantastic. We literally went from all-time high straight into. I mean, we swept that. 5497, right? 5624. So we swept that and then came lower into this fair value gap, which we respected, which is possibly why next week is gonna be bullish. I know I said next month is gonna be bearish, but next week looks like it's gonna be bullish. Week, not month. This is a rejection block. Okay, so rejection block we pushed up here. This is E. Okay. Let me get this right. I don't want to use that one either. Let's just use this one. Why am I laughing? I don't fucking know. I just thought it was funny, but let's use this. And now to properly identify what kind of block this is, choose a low, then a high, and then a lower low, and then fair value gap. So that should be a breaker. That's if you look at it using this low. But if we're gonna use this low, and it's low, then a high, and it comes back up, and that's mitigation. Whichever one it is, it's a fucking order block. Okay, it is what? It is an order block. I've seen people use the entire candle to frame their entries. Yeah, mark just the wick. It might make changes to how things look on the lower time frames, but until we get the lower time frames, that's what we're going with. So this is sell side liquidity here. Yeah, mark stretched all the way into fucking April because I don't think we're coming back down here for a while. Ugh, my nose is kind of blocked or stuffy. I don't know. I can't tell. Uh, yeah. So let's go daily chart now. Daily chart. Nataka niongee Kiswahili. Nataka niongee Kiingereza. Okay, so this range is clearly not valid anymore because what's this low? 834.3, 832.7. So clearly we're in a downtrend right now. This is a swing point. This will make a lot more sense on a lower time frame, but since we're not trading on this lower time frame, then yeah. So what would you trade into? Trading into this. Is this even visible in the lower time frames? I don't know. I'll check. Also want to extend this. I want to extend this. Fantastic. And then here, up there also. Look at me taking care of my art as if it's gonna make me $1 million next week. But let me not allow it might make not maybe not me but somebody else. I don't know. Break a structure gap. Why break a structure gap? Because you see the swing low was taken out, so it's also the slow swing low taken out when we made this fair value gap. So what am I seeing? What am I seeing? I'm seeing that next week price is going to retrace higher and then push lower. once we have this confirmed, then it probably would make more sense to see this come back up into here. But since we don't have that confirmation yet, let me just leave this here as it is. Wait. Oh, roughly. Rough cut. Should watch that video. Maybe. Since we X the 4 hour, then we're going to the 13 minutes chart. Ooh, close below the main threshold. That does not inspire confidence of price continuing to hold or trade higher. Yeah. Okay, so this has been traded through. I can delete. This sell side has been traded through. I can delete. Is there any? My bad. Okay, so there was this level of sell side that has been run, not swept, because we've closed below it. So it's retracement and then push lower. Yeah. Come, let's watch the rain as it's falling down. Oh, that's invalid. So what I mean, I told you it make more sense in the lower time frames. See this massive ass range. I mean, technically, you could say that the range starts from somewhere there or there. You could say. So you come back into OTE and then you run lower into 2 standard. We didn't get to 3, did we? No, I didn't. Okay, so that's that. Position valid. This is also invalid now. Clean up your charts, my say. This is invalid. This is also invalid. How do I know? Because look, price got up to somewhere here. Okay. That can be extended out in time. Ah, my back. So used to being hunched over, it's fucking weird, man. But anyway, 303. This is why I want to stop trading. So I want to retire from trading, not stop. Retirement means I've done everything that I fucking could, and now I'm gonna like just chill out. If you stop, it means like I fucking couldn't. Even though they're both implying that you're no longer gonna be doing the thing anymore. Just very different context given to each. Different weights given to each. Okay, so this one just missed it. Means there probably is another PDRA somewhere here. Not a swing low, I don't know. The previous day low, so that is a swing low. And there's another one there. Let's see if this one gets swept also. If this one also gets swept, then yeah. Ooh, just added. Okay. Do I always do this? No. That's why my results are inconsistent. But as you can see, right? Get back into daily PDRA. This can go into daily PDRA. So now we know if we're up or not. You see what the price is? 3265, 83265. Look at the low, 83270. Didn't sweep that, so it's still valid going into Monday. Okay, so Monday ends up there, there, there. Yeah. So another gap I just spotted that hasn't been traded to. Pretty much is a breakup structure. Should change to 12 only. Why? Because that's a cutoff time for entries. Why did I do that? What? Oh my god. Okay, so what did we have recently? We had this breakup structure. Yeah, had this breakup structure just shortly after. Price retraced, came back into this, tapped into this daily level again. I'll just extend it into fucking here. Tapped into this level again and then absolutely disrespected this 30-minute PDRA. There is one over here to start us off next week. Whether it's gonna do that or not, I have no fucking clue. But yeah, I've told you what my bias is for the week. I am seeing bearish prices on gold. I'm seeing us going up into this fair value gap that we recently formed and then pushing lower. If not, we're gonna come, yeah, push lower because yeah, there's nothing else apart from the all-time high right there. And that is gold. How long have I been going at this, man? Kind of tired of talking now. 30 minutes. Not bad. So 15 minutes chart. This MacGyver is oil. And oil seems to be having a mind of its own. When did I take the maintenance trades? On Friday. Yeah, I took them on Friday. Which means I should have got profitable on these trades. Let me go see. Come, let's watch the rain as it's falling down. Shit don't feel the same when you're not around. Okay, so this thing hasn't picked up. When I say this thing, I mean OBS. This is the same OBS law. I'm reading it live now, but OBS isn't noticing that I've changed the settings to public, so even if there is someone chatting, I am not going to be able to see it until after the stream, which I'll probably send you like a comment or something since YouTube doesn't have DMs. If YouTube had DMs, would be fucking nuts, man. But probably for the best, let's just leave it with comments. Let me see where I took these trades. Put them on the chart. I think it was somewhere here I took a trade. Let's watch the rain as it's pouring down. 69743. Oh, this is the wrong chart. This is US 30. Anyway, I haven't looked at US 30 in a long ass time, so let's just start from the monthly chart. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, so we have this massive ass order block. I was accumulating between 2021 and 2022 and 2023. And then 2024 has just been higher prices, new all-time highs, Nvidia and all that good shit. Then came DeepSeek somewhere, and yeah, here's where we are right now. So I don't think this has been traded into. Just gonna confirm it just now. What's that price? It's 41652, 41639. Also, it has been traded into, so we've swept sell side in the previous. Oh, that was in January. 63962, 652. Yeah, 639 is smaller than 652. So that was swept. But I don't like this color, so I'm gonna change it to a different color. Okay, so that's sell side. We have an all-time high somewhere here. It's 45102, 105. I think that's the all-time high. 45105, yeah. Okay. Make it chunky. Yeah. Are they gonna know it's the all-time high if it isn't chunky? And put that on the top side. It looks like we're in a range right now. It says November. December made a new high, and it swept November's liquidity in January, and February's just consolidated. What's the high? 4503, 4510. Yeah, you see, February's been an inside candle of January and of January's price action. So let's go to the weekly chart because yeah, there's nothing else for me to I can use on this chart. There's no gaps here. Do you see any gaps? I don't see any gaps. There's no gaps here. Order block is down here. This. Okay, maybe you wanna call this an order block, but we haven't traded below. We haven't closed below this candle's opening price, so yeah, we're just in a consolidation range, bro. Okay, weekly chart. Here's where you can start finding trading opportunities. Okay, so this is what we see, right? This low is at 65234. This low is at 639. Yeah. So we swept this level of liquidity after retracing into the fair value gap for the second time. Also, notice that this order block has held because price has failed to close above the mean threshold of it twice. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. At the same time, same time. This recently formed fair value gap was traded through and closed below. This imbalance looks to have been respected, however. Also, you note, most recent price action is this fair value gap to the downside's been created. Yeah, you should have been there on the monthly chart. Well, this being disrespected and closing roughly below this tells me that it's going to be bearish. Last week was a bullish week, which means we might see price retrace into here before pushing lower, which is kind of the same thing I see everywhere. And no, I'm not going to look at the DXY because I don't need to look at the DXY. I just trade price action as it is. Ice cream boogers, man. So something like that. So Baby Keem said. Okay. So while we're in this range, so this was me doing IPTA 20, 40, and 60 days. So we had 20 days. Which one's actual high? 516. Okay, so it's you. 2. Okay. This was a daily chart. Okay. So what happened on the daily chart? Sweep liquidity, formed an order block, pushed higher, traded into these overlapping order blocks, failed to close above the midpoint, started pushing lower. Actually, just gonna sit a little bit back. Guess what? We made a fair value gap going into this fair value gap. What does that tell you? It tells you that price has a very strong momentum pushing forward, to the downside. I will come back to this 20, 40, 60 day thing just now, but let me draw the thingies that I want to draw. See how this is respected. You could extend it on into next week if you want, but still stands. This imbalance was closed below early doors on Monday, so retracement pushed lower. That was Friday, so Monday came back, retraced into here. Thursday probably had some news that caused this, and then Friday just filled this in, so probably gonna come back down next week. If not, have Monday go higher, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday push lower. Cause LFP motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm a bit of a spaz sometimes. Close below that means it's no longer valid. Yeah, that's how I look at it. So we have this gap next, which is to me a break of structure gap. Why isn't it giving me the option to write text? I don't know. But also, I guess this would be classified as a mitigation block, breaker block, one of the two. I don't know. And why am I using the whole candle? Because that's what I saw this guy on YouTube do. Like, pretty much all my trading is because of what I saw a guy on YouTube do. So don't judge me. I'm a bit of a spaz. I don't know if you've noticed, but yeah. If we're using just the bodies of the candles, of those candles, then it aligns. Oh la la, aligns almost perfectly. But I do have to label this because otherwise it's gonna confuse me, man. So I'd say it's a breaker. else was I gonna change? Ah, that's it. Okay, let's go back a little bit further. So according to the if the data ranges is it picks a high and low over the past 20, 40, and 60 days, correct? So this was the lowest low, highest high in the last 60 days. So what happened is we came back to the midpoint. This is now the high, and this is the low of the last 60 days, last 20 days, and then we pushed through that, and this now becomes the high, and this becomes the low of 20 days, and then we went through that, and then if you look at here, that's the high, and this is the low of the last 20 days, and we push right back up. So I guess we're gonna go fucking lower. That's just my guess. And you know what's cool about this is now I'm gonna start it on March because one, this month starts on Monday, just like last month did. Don't believe me here. Monday 3rd, 31st, anyway. So, because this month starts on Monday. Things that go on while I'm doing my analysis. Oh, should we check GameStop? I don't have anyone in the chat telling me I should, so the laziness has won. I'm not gonna look at GameStop. Essentially, I just got called to a mini bathroom break where I was told, I have no idea why I selected any of these dates. I don't even know if this is really 20, 40, and 60 days. It's 20 bars, okay, 40 bars, okay, 60 bars, okay, 20 bars, okay, 40 bars, okay, 60 bars, okay. But now since we've elapsed this range, it is time to shift my markers forward. And we're going to start counting from this day. It's going to be the first trading day of March, but since this is the end, let's just do this. Okay. I'm gonna grab this and put it here. And I'm gonna grab this and put it here. And this is our dealing range. Send that up to here only. Okay. So now context of where to buy and where to sell. I should probably do this for the other pairs also. Just thinking about it now, I didn't do it. The Euro USD one hasn't reached the end of it, so I want to see how that goes, and then I'll anchor it to this. This is oil. I'll get back to it. So yeah, push higher from here. Maybe just respect this a little bit, get into there, possibly into there, and then push lower. Or could see some action come back down to there, form a swing high, and then go up before we go down. Of course, this area looks very well defended, so does this area, but I don't know, man. Like I'm at a point where I'm losing words to describe things that I'm seeing. So we just had this sweep of liquidity. Templates. Template support. Yes, it supports this time frame. Yeah. Adjusting my seating position for more chart accuracy. Chart reading accuracy. Okay. Brightness is as bright as it can get. You know, the thing is, like a lot of traders would try and make themselves seem as professional as they possibly can to try and explain to people, to prove to people that this isn't gambling or it's a serious financial issue, like matter something that should be taken with the gravity it deserves. And then you have me just being like, look man, I look at the charts, I click buy or sell, it makes me money. Like fuck it, bro. This is me letting my personality shine through. I would hate to be one of those guys who's like, oh, you know, this is trading. This, you know, you have to like fuck that, dude. Like I don't know what's going on half the fucking time. Why would I tell you that I do if I don't? Doesn't make sense. So this could potentially be an order block. I just realized because we had a close above both of these two candles. Um, Let's look at the 30-minute chart, to be honest, because at this point in time, I can't guarantee nothing. Okay, so 30 minutes, we have not closed above the mean threshold yet. Midpoint, whatever you want to call it, of that candle. Yes, I'm perfectionist, somehow. But my entries are usually good enough for government work. Haha, I wanted to say that in the stream ever since my mentor said it. Yes, I am an ICT clone. Not proudly, but it's what happens when you've consumed over 100 hours of the man's content. Like, there are certain things that will just become a part of you. Just like how if you spend a lot of time with your kids become just like you. I don't have any kids, but I have parents. So, I guess that works the same. We've had the sell side. On the daily chart, we ran, came back upside, came sucked all of that, and then run higher. I have no fucking clue. Okay, we have a fair value gap right there, one-sided gap. Like at this point in time, I'm just like I'm not making trade decisions because the markets aren't open, so I'm just drawing on the charts and allowing my mind to like make sense of what these squiggly lines are. Like there's so many lines, I could turn them off. Like turn off this indicator, have much cleaner price action, but then I wouldn't know what time anything is, or like stop. I don't know, man. Just decided to leave that. Did we sweep this? We did. We traded up to somewhere here. See if there's a PD array I can claim and say like, yeah, I knew it. You know, these PD arrays work. It's like this gap right here. Slash. It's Monday. It's Thursday. So I could throw on this gap here, extend it out into 300, and And then if that's not enough, I can say like, yeah, this is a mitigation block right here. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary. I'll come back to it if it is. But no, it's not. You see? Ooh, what's the low? 43, 67, 24. 067.24. What's the low? 066.57. Also, we did trade through it. Like we went below that low before we started running higher. See the words that I choose, running higher, man. I was gonna say prices exploding or expanding, man, or pushing higher. I don't fucking know who says running higher. Anyway, this is what I have marked up for now. Last week was consolidation. Should see the expansion this week. Or the back of NFP, so I'm not going to extend this into 12 because that's my cutoff hour for sitting at these charts. You've got to sort yourself a cutoff hour for sitting at the charts, otherwise you could be here all day. These markets don't close, man. Like right now they are, but not if you go to like crypto or synthetics. That shit is still bumping, man. That shit is still running. You don't believe me? I'll show you as soon as I'm done with this. So next I go to oil. How long have I gone? It's 38 when I started. I took a bathroom break for like 2 minutes. Shit, that one took longer than See, this is what happens when I start getting fatigued. Like, I end up doing more or taking more time than is optimal. Or maybe just because I haven't looked at that chart in a long time. So my eyes needed to adjust. Why didn't I just mark this out as an order block? I don't know. Well, because so far this is held as a mitigation block, I guess. I don't fucking know. Let's see how that lands. I respected the mean threshold so far. This is just breaker. Mitigation. And then order block. Let's can I fucking label that? Before it confuses me. That's a regular order block. That's a regular order block. Well, we're kind of in a range, I guess. All-time high is up there. Nothing too spectacular here. Maybe this sell side or this sell side I should mark out. Whoa, we had a failure swing because this low comes in at 65631, 66986, yeah, 667, 669, 667, 67, or 67. Okay, so this is most recent low. Hold this sell side, stand it into April. To do this again because it doesn't support. Why don't I just do this? Oh, okay. There's a variety of intervals current below, and then add my text. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I could just duplicate this, put it here. See, we purged buy side and then retraced lower. So I have to go in here. So I want that text. Yeah, the top. Okay. So you see what happened is we had a failure swing here. Like we made a low, we made a high, which is within this range. This is essentially the range. Okay, this is external range. Yeah, and then this is also external range, just for context. So this is trading range that we're dealing with, and I am going to put it as a bearish shout because so we've got another high here, so we've taken out the first high, still got the second high, third high. Depending on how you look at this MacGyver, like long term, man, I should have bought oil here. Was at fucking zero. So we're at equilibrium roughly, yeah? So you can't have OTE. Okay, so for context, we're at a mean threshold, which is why I was bearish on this thing fucking last year, man. Like since August, September I was bearish, and then October did this fucking weird shit and it confused me. So yes, considering that it's at the equilibrium, it's just been a pullback. It could go lower into there. Let's look at smaller ranges. OTE, push. Haven't seen anything that would confirm that we're gonna continue lower again. Okay, let's save this on the most recent range, which is here, OTE. Well, showing signs of bearishness. I mean, projected bearishness. That aligns with the fair value gap. That also aligns with the fair value gap and the higher time frame OTE. And that aligns with this candle's body order block slash whatever it is. So yeah. Oh, current interval only. Yeah, man. So that's the monthly view on oil. Let's go through weekly chart. The weekly chart, we have had price. These two are overlapping. This was taken out by this. Close above it. Then we went into fair value gap and pushed lower. And as we were going lower, we formed an imbalance, tapped into it, pushed, continue lower. You see, I was just forcing prices to move down, 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 down. Yes, I'm using these two candles, but maybe I should only use this one. I don't know. Okay, maybe I want to do that so that I can change that if I have to. I guess we swept liquidity. So this is no longer valid. What we do have is an imbalance over here. Oh man, to be honest, this is what I see on the weekly chart. Like, bro, just realized I didn't change this. This is what I see on the weekly chart. What about the daily? Let's go down one time frame. It also is also outside the range of 20, 40, 60. So we'll push it forward. So this is 20, 40, 60 day look back, and we went above the high. Okay, this is invalid. This is invalid. Can use this here for now. And extend this forward. It's probably not gonna get there. Okay, let's put it there. And pull this backwards a little bit. And then adjust these markers forward. I'm speaking as if there's somebody listening. There's a line missing. See if it's on the lower time frames. 2. It is not on the lower time frames. 4. What happens when you click Shift Undo? Click and hold Undo, which is Control Z for those of you who don't know. I just before I do this, let me confirm it's 20, 40, and 60. 20 bars, 40 bars, 60 bars, 20 bars, 40 bars, April 25, 60 bars. Yeah, there. Alright, I could probably adjust this here. This makes more sense because it is a PD rate that is available in the last this look back window. Closing below the mean threshold of the weekly doesn't inspire too much confidence. I mean, we've closed below. We haven't closed below it before. This is the first time we're closing below on both monthly and weekly. So we'll repurpose this. Ooh, that's been invalidated. Apparently still valid, but I don't trust it, especially after closing here. I don't trust it at all. I'm seeing more consolidation on this pair, to be honest, because what's going on even? 30 minutes. 4 a.m. in the States. That's probably why no one can see my live stream. Anyway. Hope they come back up to here and then push lower. So that's what I'm seeing for all of them. That's just my bias for this week. That Monday, Tuesday is gonna be bullish. Well, Monday is gonna be bullish. Tuesday is gonna be consolidation, and then Wednesday we'll have like a fake out before Thursday and Friday expand into the direction that we expect to. So if I could summarize it into that, that's what my summary for this week would be. And that's all my pairs. That's all my pairs. We started with euro dollar. We haven't seen gold, have we? We have seen gold. Yeah, we have seen gold. So yeah, that's all my pairs, bro. That's me for this week. Um, will I trade live during this week? I don't know. Give me money to trade and I'll trade live for you. Guess will be pretty entertaining to watch. I'll try and have more commentary, but I've just noticed that after an hour of talking, I get tired of talking. So yeah, that stream's probably gonna be like 30 minutes, 45 minutes tops, and then that's that. Bro can run his mouth for like 4 hours nonstop. That is a talent, man. But yeah, uh, good luck with next week.